This is Dr. Aisha, and I hope everyone is doing good. And I just want to say that please take care of yourselves and your loved ones because third wave is nearly coming up. So keep yourself sanitized and wear mask compulsorily. So let's start with the video. So we will start from where we have left the last time. Eranda. Type of poison will be organic irritant poison. Botanical name is Ricinus communis. Synonyms are Chitra and Dirghadanda. Toxic part is of seeds and the toxic chemical constituents are ricin, that is a toxalbumin. The Rasapanchaka consists of Rasa will be Madhura Katu Kashaya, Guna will be Snigdha Tikshna Sukshma, Virya will be Ushna, and Vipaka will be Madhura. The fatal dose is 10 seeds, and the fatal period, if anyone consumes, is 2 to several days. Symptoms will be dust of the seeds may cause watering of the eyes, conjunctivitis, sneezing, acute nasal inflammation, headache, dermatitis, and gastric upset. Symptoms also include burning in stomach, throat, and mouth, salivation, nausea and vomiting, bloody diarrhea, abdominal pain, thirst, impaired sight, weak rapid pulse, dehydration, and cramps are common, drowsiness, shallow breathing, uremia and jaundice, coma and convulsions may proceed to death. Postmortem appearance will be the mucosa of gastrointestinal canal is congested, softened, and inflamed with occasional erosions and submucous hemorrhages. Dilation of heart, hemorrhage in the pleura, edema of the liver, kidneys, spleen, and lungs are seen. Fragments of seeds may be found in the stomach or intestines. The blood is usually seen in serous cavities. Treatment will be gastric lavage, demulcents, and symptomatic. Medico-legal importance is accidental poisoning may occur in children from eating the seeds. Rarely the powdered seeds are given for homicide. The powder of seeds cause conjunctivitis when applied to the eyes. The method of shodhana is the selected eranda seeds are to be tied in a cloth as potali and subjected for svedana in dolayantra for 1 yama, that is for 3 hours, and keeping tender coconut water as liquid medium. Later seeds are washed with warm water, dried under sun, and used for pharmaceutical procedures. Next one is Chitraka. The type of poison is organic irritant poison. Botanical name is Plumbago zelandria. Synonyms are Pathi, Deepana, Analanama. Toxic part is root. And the toxic chemical constituents are plumbagin and plumbagic acid. Rasapanchaka constitutes of Rasa will be Katu, Guna will be Laghu, Ruksha and Tikshna, Virya will be Ushna, and Vipaka will be Katu. Fatal dose and fatal period is uncertain, and the treatment is stomach wash, demulcents, and symptomatic. Signs and symptoms are when applied externally, the roots produce painful irritation and blisters. While administered internally, they act as a narcotic irritant poison, producing burning pain from mouth to stomach, vomiting, thirst, diarrhea, collapse, and death. Postmortem appearances, signs of gastrogenetics and congestion of internal organs are found. Medico legal importance. Roots are taken by mouth or applied as paste to the cervix or to abortion stick for criminal abortion. Roots are rarely used for homicides. Sometimes the paste made from the roots is applied to skin to stimulate a bruise. Method of Shodhana. The roots of Rakta Chitraka are cut into smaller pieces and kept immersed in lime water for 24 hours. Later, the roots are taken out with hot warm water, dried and preserved for further pharmaceutical procedures. Next one is Hritpatri. Type of poison is cardiac poison. Botanical name is Digitalis purpura. Toxic part is whole plant is poisonous, but leaves are more poisonous. Toxic chemical constituents are glycerides like digitoxin, digitonin, etc. are present in roots, leaves, and even in seeds. Rasapanchaka constitutes Rasa will be Tikta, Guna will be Ruksha, Virya will be Ushna, Vipaka will be Katu, and Prabhava will be Hridaya. The fatal dose is 15 to 30 milligrams of digitalin, 4 milligrams of digitoxin, 10 milligrams of digoxin, and 2 gram leaf powder. And the fatal period is 1 to 24 hours. Signs and symptoms: GIT, burning pain in the mouth, bitter taste, dryness of throat, and numbness of tongue. Nausea, vomiting followed by abdominal pain, and perhaps watery diarrhea. CNS, severe headache, fatigue, fainting, muscle weakness, neuropsychiatric disorders, confusion, anxiety, depression, drowsiness, delirium, hallucinations, etc. could be seen. And when coming to visual, blurring of vision, dilated pupils, photophobia, and color aberration. CVS includes bradycardia, arrhythmias, extrasystole, ventricular tachycardia, and fibrillation, atrial flutter, and fibrillation, SA block, and AV block. Treatment followed should be: stomach should be washed with a solution of tannic acid, bowels should be evacuated, specific antidotes such as 100 milligrams of lignocaine 4 or propanol for digitalis induced arrhythmia, and digoxin specific antibiotic fragments 1 vial 4 in 30 minutes for ventricular irritability. Trisodium EDTA may help to lower the serum calcium. Potassium salts to reduce extrasystoles and tachyarrhythmias. Bradycardia should be treated with atropine. The rest of the treatment is symptomatic. ECG monitoring is necessary as a guide of treatment. Postmortem appearance is slight inflammation and irritation of gastric mucosa. Seeds and fragments of leaves may be found in stomach or alimentary canal. Medico-legal aspects. This poison is mostly accidental. Eating leaves by mistake and homicidal poison is also recorded. So that's it guys, we have come to the end of the video. So let's look into the important questions. I have mentioned 7 important questions. Those are: describe in detail the poisoning due to Vatsanabha. Explain the Vishutinduka poisoning, enumerating its signs and symptoms, treatment, postmortem appearances, and medico-legal importance, along with its differential diagnosis. So I have provided all these required answers for these questions in the PPT in my videos. So please have a look. Further proceeding to the next questions, explain in detail Vijaya poisoning, Ahifena poisoning, signs and symptoms and treatment of Dhatura poisoning, signs and symptoms of Karavira poisoning, difference between Kupilu poison and tetanus. So if you look my videos and understand it, then it will be more easy for you. So if you look into my videos, then there will be no need for you to do a deep study. So please have a look at my videos for easy and better understanding. So that's all guys for this session. I once again hope that everyone is doing well, and please take the necessary precautions for this COVID-19 as many variants are coming up. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye guys. I'm Dr. Aisha signing out. Thank you.